Are the Las Vegas Raiders on the verge of a blockbuster trade? Raider Nation, I've got breaking news that could shake up the team's roster in a way we didn't see coming. Rumors are swirling around the NFL, and the Raiders may be involved in an emergency trade with the New Orleans Saints. With Derek Carr's recent injury casting doubt over the Saints' quarterback situation, could the Raiders' backup QB, Gardner Minshew, be the solution New Orleans desperately needs? And could this deal also involve the departure of star receiver Davante Adams? Stay tuned, because today's Raiders news has major implications for the team's future. Remember, Raider Nation, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment on your thoughts about this potential trade. Let's dive in. When we think about NFL trades, especially mid-season, we often associate them with a team looking for a last-minute spark. But this time, it seems like both the Raiders and the Saints could be looking to reshuffle their deck. The news we've heard today is that Gardner Minshew, currently the backup quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders, might just be packing his bags for New Orleans. But that's not all. There are whispers that this deal could also involve none other than Davante Adams, the Raiders' star wide receiver. What would this mean for both teams? Would this be a game changer? Or is it simply the result of Derek Carr's unfortunate injury? Let's unpack the situation. Derek Carr, as many of you know, was the face of the Raiders franchise for years before making his move to the Saints this offseason. But now, with him sidelined after a tough loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, New Orleans is in a bind. They need a reliable quarterback, and fast. That's where the Raiders today, rumors come into play. Gardner Minshew, a proven, if not flashy, quarterback, might be the answer to the Saints' problems. However, the potential inclusion of Davante Adams in this trade has sparked even more conversation. Could the Raiders be looking at a strategic rebuild? Or is this a move purely driven by circumstance? The question on everyone's mind: is this potential trade a win-win for both teams? And more importantly, is Raider Nation ready to part with a star like Adams in exchange for future picks? As we dive deeper into the details, one thing is clear: the next few days could drastically shape the Raiders' season, and perhaps their future. Derek Carr's injury is the catalyst for all of this. During the Saints' loss to the Kansas City Chiefs, Carr sustained an injury that left the Saints in an unstable position. While there hasn't been an official diagnosis yet, rumors are swirling about the severity of the injury. An MRI will soon give the full picture, but if Carr is sidelined for an extended period, New Orleans will need a quarterback fast to keep their NFC South hopes alive. This situation presents a unique opportunity for the Raiders. They have depth at the quarterback position, with Gardner Minshew sitting on the bench while rookie Aidan O'Connell takes the starting role. Minshew isn't a household name, but he's earned a reputation for being a reliable backup. The Saints, who are now facing a potential crisis at the quarterback position, might be forced to make a quick move. For the Raiders, this is a chance to not only help out another team, but also possibly gain something valuable in return. The thought of losing Carr again, after he served the Raiders for so long, must be a tough pill to swallow for Saints fans. But in the world of football, it's all about quick adjustments. And if Carr's injury turns out to be severe, New Orleans will be looking for someone like Minshew, who has proved himself capable in previous stints with teams like the Jaguars and Colts. Gardner Minshew's career has been one of ups and downs. Known for his gritty, blue-collar style of play, Minshew earned respect during his time with the Jacksonville Jaguars and later with the Indianapolis Colts. He's the kind of quarterback who might not light up the stat sheet, but he'll get the job done. And that's exactly what the Saints need right now: a steady hand to keep their playoff hopes alive while Carr recovers. For the Raiders, Minshew has been somewhat of an insurance policy. With Aidan O'Connell showing promise as the team's future quarterback, Minshew has been relegated to the bench. However, this doesn't mean he isn't valuable. If the Raiders can trade Minshew and potentially get a high-value draft pick, it could set them up well for the future. Especially if the trade involves Davante Adams, the Raiders could walk away with significant draft capital to use in the coming years. But why would the Saints want Minshew? The answer is simple. He's reliable and has a proven track record of stepping up in challenging situations. The Saints' other options, rookies like Jake Haener and Spencer Rattler, are untested at this level. Minshew brings experience and the ability to lead an offense, something the Saints will desperately need if Carr is out for an extended time. Davante Adams' name being mentioned in these trade rumors is perhaps the biggest shock. Adams is one of the top wide receivers in the NFL, and for many Raiders fans, he represents the team's offensive firepower. But as we've seen time and again, the NFL is a business. If the Raiders feel they can get a significant return by trading Adams, they might just pull the trigger. For Adams, a move to New Orleans could reignite his career, especially if Carr's injury isn't as bad as feared. The two already have chemistry from their time together in Las Vegas. If Carr returns sooner rather than later, Adams could find himself once again catching passes from his former quarterback. On the other hand, if Carr's injury is more serious, Adams could end up in a rebuilding phase with the Saints, a situation far different from his current one in Las Vegas. The idea of trading away a player of Adams' caliber will undoubtedly stir up emotions among Raider Nation. However, in exchange for a high draft pick, this could be an opportunity for the Raiders to build for the future. It's a delicate balancing act between maintaining competitiveness now and planning for long-term success. As we await further updates on Derek Carr's injury and whether this trade will materialize, one thing is clear. This moment could define the Raiders' season. Will the Raiders take this opportunity to gain valuable draft capital by trading Gardner Minshew and possibly Davante Adams to the Saints? Or will the team stay the course and keep their offensive star power intact? This is a pivotal time for Raider Nation. The potential to reshape the team's future or double down on the current roster hangs in the balance. If you're a fan of the Raiders or just love NFL drama, this is the story to watch closely. What do you think, Raider Nation? Would you make this trade? Should the Raiders consider this deal? Or is it too risky? Make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all the latest Raiders news. Your engagement helps us bring you the best coverage, and trust me, there's plenty more to come as the season unfolds. Until next time,